What's good, y'all? It's your boy Cam, and I'm back with another reaction video. Today we're reacting to A Father's Final Gift. St. Louis dad killed by his 15-year-old son days after a birthday party. First and foremost, I want to start by saying rest in peace to his father. May he rest in peace. My condolences go out to his loved ones and anyone that may have been affected by the situation. Unfortunately, someone did die, so we're going to start by sending our prayers and condolences out to those that may have been affected. Now, the title don't speak too much on the background of the situation, what the kid was going through, what the father was putting the kid through, what the kid or what the whole situation was overall, so I'm not gonna speak too much on it. But I just think that off the title alone, I think that parents will do a better job at watching their children's behavior, cycles, and keeping an eye out on what their child have access to, right? Because a 15-year-old having a gun to shoot their pops off rip just sounds crazy to me. But that's enough talking. Let's get into this video and see what's going on. Before we get into this video, if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe with the like button, turn on post notifications, and notified every time I post a video. Also, if you guys have any videos that you would like for me to react to, my social media sites in the description below, feel free to send them in and I'll react to them. With that being said, let's get right into this video.
This holiday season. Exciting gifts.
One of your favorite place, please. Give me one of your favorite place. Yeah. Ready to go. Go dance. You gotta dance. Go dance. You gonna dance to go? Matter of fact, Daddy, I got something for you. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. Y'all see my son, man. You heard me? Talk your shit. You can talk your shit in this bitch game. You heard me? What you trying to do? Don't talk that shit in this.
To our newsroom within the last 30 minutes, St. Louis County Police investigating a deadly shooting in North County. Officers were called to a home on Glengarry Road in Glasgow Village just before 5 tonight. They found a man shot to death. Police are asking anyone with information to call Crime Stoppers.
Fam, let's use this video to keep it real with ourselves for a moment, to try to put things into perspective for what we got here today in this video. Growing up, most of us would agree. We all said some things under our breath we know goodness well our parents would say we had no business saying, thinking we was grown when things didn't go our way. And as we say, for the most part, that was the max we'd do. Never in this lifetime, most of us would agree, as mentioned, we'd actually do what's floating around in our undeveloped brains at the time, at least inflicting harm on our parents. Let's just say that. But some might say thinking about it just as bad. Well, a couple of days ago, a 15-year-old from St. Louis, he did just that. Carried out what was going through his undeveloped brain at the time. Killing his dad less than a month after him throwing him a surprise birthday party. Not to mention, his dad wasn't even home for a year after doing 5 years for a case we'll later talk about. But after doing my research to bring it to you guys' attention, checking out some old lives, even the surprise birthday party, his son demeanor, and even quotes that was mentioned in his status, I think we might all agree this son has some type of animosity towards his dad. 14, just turned 15. Dad gone for 5 years. 9 to 14, that could be tough on any young kid growing up without his dad. But it's no excuse, because some of us had our dads in the free world and he still wasn't around. But before we go over this one and pay our respects, I want you guys to remember, I don't give you no anger.
If that's his birthday party, he looked
So
tight.
with that being said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We'll jump right to it. Family Jonathan Brown, also known as John from St. Louis. He's a father of 2 young boys. His oldest, as mentioned, is 15. In 2019, John got arrested after running a stop sign and fleeing police. According to his indictment, in March of 2019, St. Louis police officers attempted to initiate a traffic stop after observing a vehicle run through a stop sign. The vehicle led the officers on a high-speed chase through St. Louis, but eventually stopped in a residential neighborhood. John and another man exited the vehicle and fled on foot. The officers found John hiding in a nearby residence. A witness saw John drop an object into a trash can while he was running away. The officers searched the trash can and retrieved a firearm. Before this incident in 2013, John had obtained a felony conviction in Missouri for resisting arrest. John pled guilty to unlawful possession of a firearm as a previous convicted felon. At sentencing, the district court determined a base offense level of 20 under the sentencing guidelines. The determination turned on the court's conclusion that Brown's prior conviction for resisting arrest by using or threatening the use of force was a crime of violence. Based on total offense level of 20 and a criminal history category, the court calculated a guideline range between 70 to 80 months in prison. As mentioned, he ended up doing 5. He came home in early 2025. Now, as you can imagine, his oldest son, when he went in, was 9. Now he a teenager, 14, about to be 15 later that year. His birthday, December 9th. And on December 8th, 2025, John went to Facebook and made some posts that I think we should shine light on. He first talked about how long he was home. Quote, I've been home 276 days today. When I say from the ends to the B's, if a MF don't get nothing from you, from the hotter MF, I want to see you lose. 2026, don't come around me if you don't know what loyalty is. F love. He also wrote in the following post, my son finna be 15 tomorrow. Thank you, Lord, for letting me be with my son. Next year, big 16, it's going down. I did notice he was a local barber as he posted his son and the shop location he work at. And on December 15th, 2025, he wished his son a happy birthday. Quote, yeah, I wish my son an MFing birthday. Happy birthday, son. You big 15 now. Daddy love you. Man, you need to grow up and stop being shy. Love you. Doing all that crazy talking. Like I don't do nothing for my boy. Give the world to my little boys. And that quote, doing all that crazy talking like I don't do nothing for my boy, would explain his demeanor during his surprise birthday party from his dad, which this picture was taking place from. Check it out.
Let me see. Hey, turn around, Fat Daddy. Okay. Go on in, Fat Daddy. Now leave your glasses on. Go on in. I can't see. Yes, you can. Shut up.
Now I ain't gonna lie to y'all, right? The video that they showing of the part of him around the party and shit. This is before even walking the party. He looked miserable the entire time, right? And then for this first 15 seconds, I didn't even know if it was 15 seconds yet. But for the first 5 seconds that we watched this video, he's telling his dad, yo, I can't see. He's like, yes, you can't keep the glasses on, shut up. So, you thinking your son is shy, you know what I'm saying? And you thinking that, you know, what you doing is the right thing towards your child. Now, I get, as parents, some parents have the vision of, oh, I want my child to live a certain way. I want my child to be a certain way. You understand? And I feel like that's where a lot of parents go wrong. You can't force your child to be something that they're not. You get what I'm saying? If you want to help them, shape them, cool. But to try to force them to do something that they're not, there's always going to be some pushback behind, you know, you doing that to them. You know what I'm saying? So off of that alone, I can kind of see why or where the situation is about to take its turn at. He did not look happy to be there, bro, at all. And the cops want to make sure everybody know he got on Gucci belt, Gucci shoes to match. That's what the cops worried about. I ain't never seen a kid so unhappy on his birthday. Like, I don't know if it's shy. I'm not gonna say it's not. I don't think it's shy, but I think he's being forced to do this. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of why he's acting the way he's acting. Oh, his little brother. He did not look, bro. I've never seen a kid so unhappy at their own party, bro. Never in my life. Never in my life. A surprise party, never in my life. Normally, kids pick their outfit out, pick what they want to wear, pick what they want to do, and they having a blast. Bro, just turned 15. He look like he's having the worst of his life. Who's throwing money on him? Lazy ass dad focus and all that. This pop star, man. And I'm genuinely surprised that nobody's like concerned about this. You know what I'm saying? About his attitude. You know what I'm saying? Hey, cheer up. What's going on? Why you sad? Like, even his pops like, yo, so talk to me, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like a lot of fathers choose to ignore shit like that. Like, when your child going through something, it don't be just ignore the moment. They really might be mentally going through something. You're not seeing it. You know what I'm saying? And it looks like from this point of view of watching the video, it's a pops trying to make his son live the life he wanted. You understand what I'm saying? By forcing these kind of things they probably didn't really want onto him. You know what I'm saying?
You said it's all what on that pizza? Pork. I got ham. Pork. What about beef? That's beef. I got beef. Play that other shit. What's that other shit? Let me see. Hey, Daddy, what's up, gang? Pop your shit, gang. Come on, I got some studio in here. Come here, I got something for you. I got a gift for you. Come here. Fat Daddy, yeah, I'm live. Come here, Fat Daddy. Fat Daddy, I got something for you. Come here.
He talking to him like that's his son, like that's his friend or something. Pop your shit, gang.
Come here, Fat Daddy, I got something for you. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is, y'all. See my son, man.
Fat Daddy's a crazy name, too. I ain't gonna lie.
Talk your shit. You can talk your shit in this bitch, gang. You heard me? What you trying to do? Talk that shit in this bitch, gang. Talk your shit in this bitch, gang. You on my live, Fat Daddy. You heard me? How you going?
I don't know. I feel like if you right in the mind, you can see everything wrong with this video. Talk your shit in this bitch, gang. A father talking to his son. Imagine. He like he's trying to get away from his pops. He just keep following him.
Y'all get whatever y'all want. I got it. Hold on. It's in our like thing. Ain't nobody gonna steal it? Hold on.
You walking around with a rollie on, grills in your mouth, chains on your neck, chain on your son neck, Gucci sneakers, Gucci shoes, Gucci shoes, Gucci belt on your son, and all you could afford was a little room haul and a slice of pizza. I'm watching it say afford, but I'm saying this be the problem with our kind, man. I'm saying we got shit all ass backwards. That money you throwing talking about some pop your shit gang should have went to an account for him to go to school. I'm saying, and I'm not saying that you not doing that, but for this to be a display for your son's birthday is just like y'all could have went on vacation. You know what I'm saying, you could have got a nicer haul. This look like some yeah, let me use your room real quick for a party. You know what I'm saying? This don't look like no care was given into this function. It looks like you just want to show off how much money you got and show the world how much you got and what you got going on for yourself. Because your son don't want nothing to do with this shit. I'm going to keep it being with y'all. It's a birthday party, but it ain't for him. It's for the father.
I don't care about no balance.
You got some 4, some 9. Yours 9. Might be, you know what I mean? Right there, you wanna know?
Fat Daddy's a crazy name, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Nickname, whatever the fuck.
It probably some.
You hungry? Come here, sing happy birthday. You can light the candles and sing happy birthday.
Hey, did you know you can save 20%?
As you could tell from the looks of things in that video, something was off. His father already knew that. He was looking past it. And of course, like many teenagers, he just thought he had something on his mind. Of course, it could possibly, more than likely, be animosity towards his dad. But nonetheless, he showed up for his son. But a couple weeks later, on January 7, 2026, North St. Louis County say a shooting happened in the 10800 block of Glengarry Road just before 5 p.m. Police said they were called for an unsuspicious death. And when they arrived, they found 34-year-old Jonathan Brown fatally shot. May he rest in peace. And love and condolences to his family.
Just into our newsroom within the last 30 minutes, St. Louis County Police investigating a deadly shooting in North County. Officers were called to a home on Glengarry Road in Glasgow Village just before 5 tonight. They found a man shot to death. Police are asking anyone with information to call Crime Stoppers at 866-371-TIPS.
Less than a week later, the homicide investigation in St. Louis County, an arrest was made January 12, 2026. Most didn't expect who the suspect would be.
Police announced they arrested a teenager in connection to a deadly shooting in Glasgow Village. This happened on Glengarry Road just before 5 last Wednesday. St. Louis County Police say they found a man dead in a home. A 15-year-old suspect is now facing second-degree murder charges.
John's 15-year-old son. He was arrested in connection with the homicide and now in custody at St. Louis County Family Court. He faces charges of murder in the second degree and armed criminal action. Because of his age, further details about the case is not available at this time and due to an ongoing investigation. In fact, we laid the facts on the table.
Where's
Until
mother?
more information be put out, I think it's imperative that we hold fast on the judgments. It's an unfortunate situation to know, according to the police report, his son waited till his father went to sleep to gun him
Look,
down.
he throwing the
You know
money.
how
He
many
didn't want to
thoughts
know them.
gotta be roaming in your head? What would make a 15-year-old want to do such things? Sometimes hurt can only be vented through action. It's a very sad situation. John, once again, rest in peace and love and condolences to your family. As more develop, I keep you guys updated via video or post. Fam, this was the story of a teenager deciding to gun down his dad in the dawn hours as he was asleep. Let me know how you feel. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And today, I'll catch you guys on the next one.
First and foremost, again, I want to start off by saying, may his father rest in peace. My condolences go out to his loved ones and anyone that may have been affected, right? Now, as I said before, it still stands, right? I think that this is a situation where a father was too in tune with himself, that he wasn't really aware of his child's well-being, cared for, or mental health at the moment. You understand? And it shouldn't ever be like that. You know, I feel like I feel like growing up in the hood, I feel like we all know parents like this, because I feel like a lot of men choose to do this, where they want to treat their son like their friend, or boast about what they provide for their son, and there's nothing wrong with that. But it has to be some type of point where it's like, all right, let me make sure my son is good first before I start doing what I'm doing, or before I treat him or act this way. Leaving your child's life at 9 years old for your own personal stupidity and your own decisions as an adult may have built up that animosity towards him, and then you come home, and just from the looks of the video, I don't want to sit up here and make it sound like this is how it is all the time, but being that this is partially what it is, you kind of see how he is with his son. Like, he's trying to force his son, he's trying to live through his son, and I feel like a lot of parents make that decision, and it always goes wrong and backfires, because the child ends up resenting the parent for forcing them to do things that they don't want to do. And as a parent, you so caught up in trying to feel like your son is happening. You're so caught up in making yourself happy. You're not really realizing that you're upsetting your child, or you're not really realizing that you're causing your child to resent you for the choices that you're choosing to make. And I feel like this is what it comes down to. Now, I don't think nobody would ever expect a child to go and pull a 15-year-old to go pull a gun and kill his father. I don't think nobody ever expect that. But everybody has a different way of dealing with things, and there was no telling how long this kid was dealing with this shit and was tired of dealing with it. I'm saying, it is telling. It's been a year since he's been home, right? And he's probably been talking to him since he was in jail. Before he came home, before he went in, it's no telling how long this kid been dealing with it. You know what I'm saying? But for the last year, for him to get access to a gun, and it kind of makes sense now as how he got access to that gun, because he already tell him, yo, pop your shit, gang, pop your that term right there to a child is, from a father to a child, to me, is just mind-boggling, right? So it's like he clearly was kind of letting his son in on the things that he was doing, or kind of keeping him close to what he was doing, and that's probably how he was able to get access to that gun and fire him. Now, again, nobody would ever expect this to happen, but you'll never know how somebody's willing to react, or how somebody's willing to react to their pain that they've been dealing with inside for quite some time. You could see it all over his face. He was not happy to be a part of this function, did not want to be there, wasn't into it, clearly wasn't into the attire he was having on, because his father was like, yeah, shut up, let's put the glasses on. Really wasn't into it. So it's an unfortunate situation. A 15-year-old just threw away his life for the pain that he was dealing with, and it's sad that these kind of things take place or happen to children. To all the parents out there that are having kids and not realizing that they're living through their child, meaning that they're just constantly pushing their kids through things and pushing things onto the kids that they're really not into. Just be more mindful on what you're doing, because sometimes pushing them could be pushing them to over the edge, or pushing them could be too much for your child. You never know. You trying to compare your child to somebody else, or how you are, and whatever the case. Everybody's their own person. Even children, they are who they are in their own way. They have their own personality. They have their own identity, and it's your job as a parent to identify and pick apart to figure out what your child actually likes, don't like, and what they're willing to do and not willing to do. Sometimes you got to give them that little push. But for this situation where it's closed and shit, a lot of parents make this mistake, and it causes backfire. It causes the backfire and resentment between father or child and parents. So may he rest in peace. I wish this 15-year-old the best of luck going forward, because he has a long road ahead of him. Being 15 in jail is never the way to go for any 15-year-old. I think his life is pretty much over, if they try to violate, because at the end of the day, he was asleep. Now, there's no saying he was being abused. There's no saying that there's no reports, anything like that. There's nothing to say. So it's not really much to say about it. But again, so it's hard to say. But again, 15 years old, life gone, thrown in the trash, and his father is dead as well. So it's a whole sad, tragic situation that go across the board. And unfortunately, these are things that happen when people choose to ignore their children's behavior, or to ignore the signs that the children is giving them for their own personal happiness, and it sucks. So again, may he rest in peace, and I wish this kid the best of luck. And that's that. That's the end of the video. We should like, comment, subscribe, and what you guys think in the comment section below. If you guys enjoyed this video, and until next time, I'll see y'all.